Hey everyone, welcome to Just Lovely Energy. Today's reading is for expecting parents and those that are interested in listening, that are looking forward to having children come into their life. This is a reading about what you can expect to do in order to prep for a baby coming into your life. We have 3 piles. This is a pick a pile reading. Pile number 1 has a heart rose quartz. Pile number 2, I believe, is called an opalite crystal, and it's a heart. And pile number 3, it's an egg-shaped rose quartz. Giving you time to choose which pile resonates with you. And if it's more than one, there could be more than one message for you in there. Hi, pile number 1. This is your reading. And I forgot to mention that the timestamps will be description box, the timestamps for each reading. But this is pile number 1. Welcome, pile number 1, to your reading. Your tarot cards are Ace of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the Six of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles represents blessings and high value. It can represent high value materialistic things or things that you value. Represents a big blessing coming into your life. So for some of you, you are expecting pregnancy pretty soon, or you already are pregnant listening to this video. This baby that's coming in is going to come in with a lot of abundance attached to it. And this could mean that some of you are going to put your baby out there to have some sort of fame in some sort of way. And it's not for everybody, but for some of you, you feel like your child is a star. So you'll be making money with this baby. You'll be making a lot more money coming in, even if you decide not to put the baby out there for exposure, like some parents do. You still could be making a lot of money with the baby coming into your life alone. The next card is the Lovers. So this child will be made out of love. From pile number 1, you guys are actually in love, or even if you just met, you feel like you are already in love with this person when a child comes in to the picture, and you two will be very close. Conceiving this child, it's going to be out of a romantic type of love. And then we have the Six of Pentacles, which is my card of balance. And that's how the child will come into the world, when you feel balanced enough, when both parties feel balanced enough. So you'll be working on your romance. For some of you, if the romance isn't completely there, you'll be working on it before the child is conceived. And the baby wants to come in into a balanced life, into a balanced, well-off life with abundance already. Even though it's going to come up with a lot of abundance attached to it, it still wants you to be abundant, conceiving. Now these cards, these next oracle cards, is what you have to do in order to expect for this child. What do you have to do as the parent? So the first card I have is the Great Goddess, Transcendence, Divinity. This card is representation of self-love and self-care, and it almost represents the Empress. So you yourself have to be in a good space, thinking happy thoughts and positive for this child to want to come through to you at a certain timing in a certain way. And you're celebrating your own divinity, meaning you're walking in your freedom when this child comes in. You're walking in your truth as well. Then we have the Forbidden Forest, bravery, persistence, and redemption. It says you are so brave the way you keep going, the way you do. So that could be a message from the actual spirit baby, that they see everything you're doing to bring a child in, everything you're changing or switching up and to accommodate them, and they appreciate that for you. And you're going new places. She's in a forest, walking in the water. So you could be going new places, feeling led to go new places. Because sometimes children, they choose to be conceived in certain places or spaces. The next oracle cards is for the inner child. So this is about what your inner child feels like it needs before you bring a child into the world. What do you need to do for your inner child? So the first card we have is Find Your Haven. There is a place of wonder waiting just for you. So just like I just mentioned, the spirit baby would like for you to be in a certain place conceiving. So this card is telling you that your inner child agrees that you should be at a certain place when conceiving this child. This could mean going on a trip, or this could mean moving different houses, moving to a different apartment, a different space, or a space that is more preferable for you and the baby. You are wanted. There is a home waiting within. So you have to feel your divinity. You have to feel good about yourself and that you're wanted for this baby to really come in happy and on top of what you expect the baby to do for you. You also have to do for yourself. If you're expecting the baby to come in to make you happy, you have to make yourself happy. You have to feel at home with yourself. The next cards are advice financially for before the baby comes. We have protect your money. So for some of you, you need your money in a more secure place, or you just need money of your own, like your own bank account, or having money at home on you, or on you everywhere you go, but making sure your money is protected. You also have wealthy man, works hard, provider, and boss daddy. So the man in the connection, and if it's not a connection with a man in the connection, this is talking about you building your wealth, becoming a provider, working hard and become the provider before the baby gets here. So you have to be making money, and the baby is going to help with that, but you have to be making money as well before the baby comes in to you. So you'll be working pretty hard to provide. The next two cards I have is a message directly from the spirit baby. I made these cards myself, so they're on little. So it says, let Dada be. This is meaning if you're a person who kind of nags too much at the father, or you're worried and concerned about the father of the child, what they're doing before the baby comes, if you're unpleased or unhappy about how the father is being, the baby is saying, let Dada be. Let them do their thing. Let them prepare their own way. And you're going to have different ways of preparing. As the parents, you both might not prepare the same way for a child to come in. And it could be a surprise to you how the child comes in. It's going to be while you're working on yourself and while you're doing everything to take care of you. Then we have the card workout. So for some of you, this could mean your baby wants you to work out, lose some weight before you conceive. Or it's telling you that everything is going to work out. So you should be calm. And some of you may enjoy working out as you're pregnant as well. The last card I have for you is Sacred. And this is the advice for you to embrace yourself as sacred, and embrace yourself before the child gets here. The child really cares about your self-love and your self-care, and how you are tending to yourself and tending to family and taking your sacred time for yourself. That's all for pile number 1. Thank you for watching. And you can watch more of this video, and if not, I have other videos on my channel that you can watch. And thank you for listening. Okay, pile number 2, welcome to your reading. Timestamps for the other readings is in the description box, but this is pile number 2. Your tarot cards are the Fool, Princess of Swords, and the Eight of Wands. What these cards are telling me so far is that for some of you, the baby is going to be coming in more quickly than you thought. Okay, pile number 2. Your first card is the Fool. So what you have to do in order to prepare for the child coming into your life, it looks like you just have to get more into having fun, because she's making a silly face on the card. I feel like you guys got to get used to taking a lot of pictures and being known, getting a lot of attention and receiving a lot of attention, especially the mother of the child. There could be a lot of social media attention, and you have to be aware of what you're sharing about your family, or about what you want to share. That may be a discussion between both parents. But this is definitely a new beginning card and a new journey, and you're taking risks. So that's something that you'll be doing when you're about to conceive. You may be taking a lot of different risks and doing a lot of different things than what you're used to. Then we have Princess of Swords. You're going to be thinking a lot about the baby before it happens, dreaming about it, thinking about it. So you'll just about know when the child is coming, when you're having some of you could have prophetic dreams, but it's going to be on your mind a lot. Then we have Eight of Wands. This means fast approaching, fast coming. So like I said before, some of you are going to have pregnancy very quickly. You're going to get conceived very quickly, or the baby is just going to seem like it gets here in a blink of an eye. And this baby is going to come with a lot of new experiences for you. That's for your growth. The 2 oracle cards I have is what you should be doing to prepare. So we have the emotion card. It says emotions, alchemy, processing, and sensitivity. So for some of you, this is the mother or the father. You're going to be getting very emotional. You have to let your emotions just take over. Sometimes it's going to be taking over, and you just have to allow your tears to flow. And the baby could also be making you cry because of hormones, the mother. We have the awakened dead, resilience, self-appreciation. It says the things that almost broke me were the things that most woke me. So some of you have gone through a lot in order to conceive, and that's why the baby might be coming faster for some of you, because you took a long time with the process of fertility. The next 2 cards are for the inner child, what your inner child needs you to do to prepare for children. So we have be present, find clarity in the moment. Some of you need to be more present because you live in the past a lot, or you think too far ahead for the future and sometimes get anxiety for that. So you have to make sure you're being present. And the child will definitely remind you to be present, but you have to try to find clarity and be present as best as you can while preparing for the child. We have time to remember, look back on your childhood. So you do have to look back at your own childhood and how you want to do better as a parent if you weren't raised in the way that you wanted to be raised or would like to have been raised. You have to make sure you're instilling into your child what you always wanted. And look back at your childhood and remember, and your child, when they get here, they can remind you of yourself or remind you of something that you went through your childhood, and you have to remember to stay present. And this can go for all type of subjects. Then we have the money cards. This is for financial advice for the children before they come. It says a new ride upgrade. So some of you are going to be getting a new car or a new ride that's more better for family reasons or family. So if you have like a smaller car, you could end up upgrading to something bigger, or vice versa. You could end up getting something much smaller if you feel like the truck is too big. You have money moves, so you're going to be making different money moves, or the child can inspire you to make different money moves right before it's conceived or born. This is a message from the spirit baby that I made my own cards for. We have need sleep. So for some of you, your baby is telling you that you're going to have sleep and get a lot more rest. That could help with the conceiving part, or when the child gets here, you're just going to be sleeping a lot. Then we have self-love focus. So your child wants you to focus on self-love. Your child would like for you to focus on more self-love for yourself and taking care of yourself. getting your needs met. And your child itself is going to help you to focus on love, because it's going to be a reflection of you, or a reflection of your love. And the last cards I have is passion and evolve. So for some of you, this is a child coming into you is going to evolve your relationship and your connection, and give it more passion, give it more romance. And this baby will be made out of that romantic energy and fire energy. But this is going to transform you and evolve you in the connection, both of you in the connection. That's all I have for pile number 2. Thank you for watching. There are more videos that you can watch, and this is a timeless reading, so you can go back and listen to it how many times you need to. Hello, pile number 3. This is your reading, and the timestamps, if you want to pick another pile, is in the description. Pile number 2. Your tarot cards is 10 of Cups, Temperance, and the Ace of Swords. So with the 10 of Cups, this is reminding me of drinking. So someone may, not just the mother, but the father may also think about not drinking so much when this child is either here or when the child is being conceived. The drinks are going to slow down, and it might be a household without drinking, without alcohol, just so the child may want that to be happier, for both parents to be happier, for drinking not to be involved. But 10 of Cups is a happy card, and it's screaming that you'll have support. So you're going to have a village. Even if you haven't ever had a village, you could still be in a space of having a village now, and considering who's a part of your village is important in raising your child. So this could be in conversation that you're having about who's going to be supportive, or who's going to watch the child, and things of that nature, or who's going to be able to come and visit. You'll be having lots of conversations. We have Temperance, so there's a lot to figure out that you're going to be figuring out, and you could be getting into, especially the mother, without drinking alcohol or without being able to consume alcohol. You might be getting more into teas, or you might be getting more into other drinks like smoothies, or just other drinks that are going to help you to keep your mind off of drinking. And of course, you're not going to be thinking about it when you see the growing, when you feel the growth and see the growth. This also is reminding me that it's going to take time to adjust to being pregnant, and both parents are going to take time to adjust to the new life. So you have to take your time and figure things out, how you're going to do it your way, not how you're going to raise a child like your parents raised you. Some of you really want to do things different. You have Ace of Swords. Now this is saying that it's going to be pretty big news when you do conceive, or when you might make an announcement in a very big, unconventional way. Some of you may go the route of social media. Others of you may do something in person, where you're hosting a party or something, and then you surprisingly tell everyone that you're pregnant. It'll be a big announcement though when it happens. The 2 oracle cards I have is what you can do before the baby gets here. We have, you can let go now, surrender to what is, acceptance, letting go, water, non-resistance. So you're going to be letting a lot of things go, a lot of old habits and a lot of things or places or even people that you associated with that has nothing to do with children, or nothing to do with the life that you're looking for when you have a family. So you're going to be letting a lot of things go and surrendering. This could be surrendering party life as well. For some of you, we have find those who inspire you to bloom, grow together. So again, I did say something about your community, finding your community and your support, and those that are going to be supporting you during your pregnancy, after your pregnancy, after your children are born. This is going to be important to you, just to see who is good company to keep around in your life, and you're going to be making those decisions. Some of you are going to make a decision to cut people off that don't resonate with you anymore now that you're becoming a parent. And others of you are just going to be finding more people to support you throughout your pregnancy. The next cards I have is for the inner child, your inner child, what your inner child would like for you to do before conceiving or before the baby gets here. So we have choose yourself today. Do not deny your importance. So you got to choose yourself. You got to choose self-love. The baby is coming in and enforcing that in your life for you to choose yourself. You do have go inward. It is time to connect with your inner child. So for some of you, you just need to learn to connect with your own inner child. And that's going to be through having children that you do that. But it's going to make you go inward and ask yourself a lot of questions that only you can answer. So you're going to be in self-reflection. Then we have be still, cultivate a space of stillness and silence just be. So there is going to be some moments where you're going to be so busy with everything, preparing everything, and you have to take a moment just to be still and just to be present for this child. They don't want you rushing and running around like your head is cut off like a chicken. They want you to be still and take everything in. And you're going to have to find your moments just to be still through. It could be a little chaotic for some of you. This is financial advice for the child coming in. So we have invest in yourself. Some of you don't know what that feels like to invest in yourself, and you're going to have to learn to invest in yourself when the baby gets here or before the baby gets here. We have the situation is all bad. So for some of you in a bad situation, you need to get things figured out before the child is even conceived or before the child gets here, because the child doesn't want to be in your bad situation with you. Wants to be born in something happy and glorious. We have afraid of change. So for some of you, you are afraid of change. You are afraid of becoming a parent, or you're afraid of all the changes you have to make becoming a parent, but you should not be afraid of growing. It's all part of growth. So it's okay that the fear is there, but just don't let the fear overtake you and make you feel like you can't be a great parent, because you still will. These are messages that I made homemade cards for the spirit baby to be able to talk and come through. So your spirit baby would like to tell you, I like it when you sing to me. So for some of you that like singing, the baby wants you to sing, and it likes when you sing. And the spirit baby, before the baby gets here, they know that you're a singer, and they can stick by you and listen to you sing. So they already know that you're a singer. Then it says, I look like Dada. So some of you, the baby is going to come out looking just like the dad from this pile. Then we have take pics or videos. I did mention that for one of the piles that you're going to want to take a lot of pictures and videos and put the child out there to see for the world to see. But you will be taking a lot of pics and videos. And some of you are going to want to do homemade videos like they used to do with the camcorders, with the old cameras, and then pop it in the VCR. But you're going to be taking a lot of pictures, and that's going to be someone's main focus, what type of maternity pictures that they're going to be taking. The last card I have is faith, and this is what you should do, you know, through your pregnancy, through the time you're waiting for a child to be born. Even at the part that you're conceiving, you have to lean on your faith and know that everything is going to be okay and everything is fine, and remind yourself that this is part of growth, this is a part of life, because some of you may be nervous about becoming parents. And you need to just lean on your faith, or have faith that everything is going to turn out well. Thank you for listening. This is the last reading. And let me know if you guys want more readings like this about children, or other videos on my page that you guys can watch. This is a timeless reading, so you can go back and listen to it whenever you need to. And I have other timeless readings on my pages that you can listen to. And thank you for listening.